Hey everyone, welcome back to more SOVL. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So this is a free game that's very similar to the old Warhammer Fantasy miniature game with the old world setting. So today we're playing the equivalent of the Lizardmen, which is the Reptilian Kingdoms. We're going to try out the Saurian Warlord. We're going to do the campaign here. So some of the units aren't going to be available from the get-go. We unfortunately will unlock some as we go through. I don't know why the music seems like it's just not working anymore in this, or it's just popping up randomly. But yeah, whatever. All right, so we're going to set up Reptilian Kingdoms. We'll start. We've had some of the Reptilian units in various different campaigns before because you can recruit other units as you go through the campaign, and they have some interesting upgrades and things like having poison on their weapons and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to check them out and see how we go. Unfortunately, we can't look at the stats for units when we select them. I wish that was something that we could choose. It's very unfortunate that we can't. So we've got Newt Skirmishers, Raptor Riders, or Saurian Spearmen as a unit. So my starting unit will probably come with Saurian Spearmen, I would guess, as sort of an entourage, or what are they calling it in this? Support? Something? I don't know. I think the Raptor Rider sounds like a good idea. I mean, who doesn't want, Saurian warriors riding giant either very large velociraptors or very small T-Rexes. I'm assuming from the name it should be like big velociraptors. We'll take them. Ooh, interesting. We could have more cavalry. I think the Crocolisk Bruisers, I've seen them before, so they're a multi-health unit, very, very big, heavily armored. I think we're going to select them. So that's going to be my starting force. That's pretty nasty to start off with. We can take a look here once we get in a little bit, and we'll figure out what path we want to go. So before we do anything, I'm going to take a look at the army. So my Warlord is in a unit of just regular Saurian warriors. So my Warlord himself, we've got Warcry. So it's a one-time use, get some extra power. Good defense, 3 wounds, 3 attacks. The warriors themselves, hand weapon and shield, so they've got good defense. They are only 1 health each. It'd be kind of cool if they were a little tougher. We'd be able to have that improved. The Raptor Riders, so standard, they've got 2 wounds because it's like 1 for the rider, 1 for the cavalry. Power's good. Skill's a little weak. We can always upgrade that. 2 attacks, pretty standard for cavalry. And then the Crocolisk Bruisers, what is Scaly? So they're a little slower but higher defense. Great weapons, increased power, and the charge bonus +1. Skill, also a little weak. There's what, 3 of them with 3 health each. Very, very nice. All right, let's get back in here. So what I do want to do is kind of look for, I do want to always kind of hit one of these campsites before we get to the final boss, kind of recover. But let's see if we can kind of get there wherever. We could hit multiple campsites. If we don't need it for recruitment, we can always get XP from it, which is nice. I think we'll go, yeah, we'll take the event, because a lot of the events are really good. We'll start with a little battle here, take the event, and go from there. So some Orc Scouts coming in our path. And apparently I am Kraxar. All right. So as far as our deployment goes, it's really wide open. That's not even terrain. Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming these guys are very, very slow. Let's go ahead and we'll just kind of center you a little bit more. And I'll just kind of decide from there what we want to do. See what we're running across. So the enemy has some Orc Warriors. Pretty standard, not super tough or anything, and some Boar Riders. The Boar Riders are a bit more trouble. They could definitely do some more damage to me. Let's take a look. So my charge range is pretty good on the Riders here. Of course, it's quite good for all cavalry. I'm going to go ahead. Let's push you guys up, because I'm assuming you're fairly slow. So we're going to move on in on them. Are you in range? You are in charge range, so I don't even have to move. I can just charge them on the next turn, but they can probably charge me as well. Yeah, so we're in each other's charge ranges. The problem is it's sometimes weird about charging. If I move these guys up opposite, they might be able to charge them and I won't be able to intercept because I'd be further away. Sometimes it does this weird thing where like you're too far away to intercept this unit, and I don't know why it triggers that way sometimes. I think we're probably just going to end up smashing into each other anyway. I could try to move the regular infantry in front. and then keep the cavalry free. I'm going to see if I can position that way, but I don't know if it's going to be an easy thing to do. Yeah, it's a little weird. We'll try to get in the way. I don't know if that's actually going to work. He might, I think he can still just charge right by if we want to do that. So I'm just going to hang out here, I think, because I can't really get out and then turn around very easily. Turning's going to eat a lot of it, and then turning back is going to eat a lot of it. And I don't think, like, even if I was there, I'd probably still be in charge range. So I don't think it really is going to matter that much. We'll just give him the opportunity. And I'll kind of hang back in case. If he does charge, we can probably get in on the flank there. So maybe not right away, though. Okay, we're just going to countercharge that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll see who he's going to charge. Okay, he's going for the infantry. Actually, that is ideal, honestly. I could intercept, but yeah, I need to be closer to the flank or rear to intercept. So it's a flank or rear issue. It's not distance necessarily. So I've got to be like further out in the flank or to the rear to intercept. I can't countercharge because we're too far away. I'm fine taking it on these guys because these guys are more expendable than my cavalry, honestly. So that's fine. Let them come in, and then I'm just going to position either to the rear or to the flank so that I can charge these guys on my next turn. So yeah, can I get... Yeah, we can get like all the way around. Let's take that back a little bit. Let's get... Okay, it's not happy with that position. Yeah, we're just going to set up so that we're right in range to just absolutely trash these guys. I'm assuming they're not going to destroy me because we've got a decent number of warriors here. I could use Warcry, but I didn't. Probably should have. All right, so he needs 4 better to hit me. He actually got 6, which is pretty good. We save on a 4 or better. Disappointing. It's odd with that much defense, but I guess because of the charge, he's got the increase. We get a decent number of hits back. 7, nice. Pretty similar, so we kind of won just barely. He does hold on. So my leader to start with. 3 or better, and we only got 1 hit. That's disappointing. And he saved it. Awesome. All right. He's going to land 7 on us. He needed 4s. We get a 4+ save, so it's really not that bad. 50% chance to save is not awful. We only get 4 hits. Saves a couple. So we did lose. Hopefully we can hold on here. Just barely. But we'll just absolutely wreck them here in a moment. Yeah, so we just... Let's charge them in the flank. They're far more dangerous than anything else that's out here. Yeah, I didn't use it before. Let's go ahead and use the Warcry. So +1 power just means it's a little easier to hurt the enemies. Okay, 3 or better. Nice. That's what I needed. Give me some hits. Excellent. Wipe these guys out. Come on. There we go. 3 hits with my leader. That's kind of what we needed before. So we take down 1 of the cavalry. 5 hits, 3 or better saves. Hey, nice. The cavalry should wipe them out. I didn't get that many hits, but it should be enough. 5 or better to save. Completely slaughtered them. We lost some basic infantry. That's kind of acceptable. 1 of the big Kroxigor type guys with the Crocalisks. Alright, so we're down 4 basic guys. Let's just take cash. We're down 1 of the Crocalisks. Let's recover that, and we'll take cash. Alright, we'll hit up the event, see what we can get. Your army has found a forgotten tomb in the wilderness. Does it contain ancient treasures or slumbering evil? Form a search party to investigate or leave it be. Always worth checking out. I think we just send the regular warriors. We'll just send a bunch. We'll send like 8 of those guys. Sure, go for it. So we find some cash and cruelty. Opponent rerolls successful damage saves. So if they successfully damage me, they've got to reroll. We did lose some guys for that. So I think that always goes on my leader. Or is it my... Yeah, so it's on my leader. So it's only one fighting him specifically. Next fight. We've got some undead. Probably just some zombies. Maybe zombies and skeletons. We've actually got some terrain this time. Let's see. This is fine, I think. We could head up the flank. Try to keep you from getting too badly wrecked. We'll just have the Crocolisks deal with most of what's over here, hopefully. Just 2 units. Skeleton Warriors, Skeleton Warriors. So Skeleton Warriors, not that big of a deal. They're not really great. Skills low, power's low, defense is low. Crocolisks actually are pretty quick, surprisingly. Yeah, I guess we could go ahead and just sort of head on up. Just committing. If we charge each other, we're going to end up meeting out here, which means it's going to be hard for me to get a flank unless I'm probably better off going all the way around to the rear. I'm not sure we're fast enough to do that, but we're going to start heading that way. It's going to take a lot for them to get around, but, you know, keeps them from taking any losses, and I think we can take them without too much trouble here with these guys. We'll go ahead and countercharge. Too far away for these guys to charge each other, so that's fine. Okay, they are pushing up. I think we'll just kind of block their way. But first, it's always weird to kind of finagle your way around terrain and stuff. Get in position. We might be able to make a charge from there if they don't move forward too much. I'm just going to block them point blank here. And I'm not going to use my ability. We'll wait till these guys get into combat. Let me see. Yeah, we can probably get into the rear of those skeleton warriors if they don't move too much. Alright, so they needed 4s to hit me. They actually got 5 hits, a little surprising, but we do have a 3 or better save. Nice. Get all the saves. 9 hits back. 6 hits. Take out 5 of them. So the undead don't run away, they just sort of disintegrate if they're losing fights a little bit. So yes, if I want to, oh, I can actually, it's a flank. I can get enough. That's weird. Like, that looks bizarre. I don't know how I'm getting through the woods and stuff there, but apparently I can, and I could stop them actually from getting to me. So yeah. Let's do that. So they get stuck because our cavalry hit them, and then I'm charging in, so I don't think they actually don't get any charge bonuses there at all. And then let's go ahead and activate the war cry. Out over here, they do land a couple hits on me. One guy takes a little bit of damage, and then we wreck these guys up. They need 6s to save, because we've got 6 power, which is bonkers. Alright, leader first. Couple hits. 6 pluses to save. So they made a save, but because of my ability, he had to re-roll it and then failed. Ooh, nice. Warrior's doing a really good job there. They get a lot of hits back, though. That's actually really surprising. They rolled really well, needing 4 or better and getting 8 out of 10. We lose a few guys, but then the cavalry come in as well. Just completely slaughter them. Warriors getting banged up a little bit, but they've done a pretty good job. They've actually got a pretty good defense value, so staying alive. Get some level ups. I think we'll take the unit recovery a little bit. Crocolisk's level up. What do we want? +1 attack or increased skill? I think the skill. They're both really good though. Because I've only got a 3 skill, which is a little crummy. The 4 is going to help me land hits a little better, but more attacks just means more dice. So I'm going to take the skill. The attack is really tempting though. And then we're at full strength. So we take cash. Cavalry. Yeah, we got some interesting stuff here. So +1 movement speed, ignore difficult terrain. Reroll 1s on damage saves. So if we hit somebody and only get a 1, which is an automatic fail, we get a reroll. It gains poisoned attacks. Enemies reroll 6s on damage saves. Okay, I'm confused about that. Enemies reroll 6s on damage saves. So if they roll a 6, so because they're poisoned, their defense is crappier, is kind of the way that's working. That's how I'm going to think about it. So like I was thinking like why would poison weapons affect their damage saves? But I guess it's kind of like they're poisoned, so they can't actually. I mean, they still can get 6s, but they'd have to roll them twice. So if they get a 6 on defense, they've got to reroll it. 6s are pretty much always automatic hits or successes or whatever. Interesting. So do I want to make us tougher, or do I want to hit harder, basically? I think I'm going to make us hit a little harder. So if you roll a 6, you got to reroll that sucker. Let's do that. And we'll take cash. All right, we're at a point where we can buy some stuff. I don't have a lot of money, though. We do have enough, though. So we could get a spear retinue instead of our current guys. The Braves are cheap. They've just got a discount at the moment. That's tempting. It's just kind of looks like a basic unit with shields and swords, but they're the Newts. They're not Saurians, so they're probably quite a bit weaker. I think my warrior retinue is okay. Would I rather have spearmen, though? I'd kind of like a big monster or something, but because we're playing through the campaign for the first time, some of the units aren't unlocked. So some of the big monsters and stuff probably aren't unlocked. Because I've seen lizardmen like riding T-Rexes, like literal T-Rexes and Triceratopses and Stegosauruses, that kind of stuff. So I think just to try them out, because they're cheap, we'll take the Braves. And then unyielding, reroll failed damage saves. That's pretty good. The Newt Braves we could give javelins, so ranged attack. I don't know what you have. I'm assuming spears and shields. Does that mean we can do both? I would assume so because we're paying. So we can do a little ranged attack, but then also still fight up close. I like the unyielding. Let's take that. Rerolling failed discipline checks is quite good. For my riders, I mean, the movement is nice. Being in cover against range, so -1 to ranged attacks is also quite good. I could save money so that maybe we can buy something else later. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's save some cash. Okay, so we don't need a lot of recovery at the moment. We are down a little bit with the warriors. We're only at 8. So actually, let's take a look at the Braves. So hand weapons, shields, and javelins. And they're swift. So yeah, they're a little weedier. Only 2 power, so they're not going to do a whole lot of damage. So the javelins do count as power of 3. So that's nice to see, but they're regular hand weapons and stuff. So we can do a little bit of damage at range. The range is a bit short, and then we can fight. So these guys are just sort of keep stuff busy temporarily. They are quick, but maybe we can get some stuff to help them like move through terrain. Might make them a little easier. They are in a 3 rank with 5 width. I think that's fine for them because they're kind of weedy and weak. So that's okay. Yeah, do we want, like, we have to go through an elite fight if I want to get some events. But we have an event here. We've got another buy. Yeah, let's just do this. We'll get XP this way. Get some free replenishment. Get some XP that gives us a level up. So recruit additional level. Discipline, skill. They're all pretty good. I think this is only good because it's early on. I'm probably only going to pick up 1 or 2 more units, though, as things progress. Probably 2. It's usually kind of the size of the armies I have by the end. I think I'm going to take the skill, though, just to get some really good stats across the board. So my Saurian warriors, do we want to get fully recovered, or do we want to level up? Let's level up. +1 move speed, ignore difficult terrain, extra gold when looting, increase skill. We need the skill, so get these guys to a much better position. All right, the bruisers don't have the XP for it, but we don't need the replenishment, so free XP. Same thing here, free XP and free XP. Free XP is nice. Goblin War Party. That goblin looks very unhappy. That is a very grumpy looking goblin. Okay. We do have some woods here in the way. So we might throw them out here on the edge, potentially. They're not super great, but we can sort of try to cover that gap a little bit and just kind of advance up. Crocolisks can handle this side. Alright, let's put you off here, and we can then kind of choose where I want to go with the Raptor Riders. Alright, what kind of war party are we looking at here? Quite a few. We've got Wolf Riders, just a ton of goblins, some goblin shortbows, and some trolls. Trolls are definitely a problem. We can kind of meet them with the Crocolisk. I think we'll just let them wander in, although probably if I do that, these guys are just going to move up and just keep shooting me over and over again. That is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just sort of move up into the gap here a little bit. Don't want to go too far because those Wolf Riders are out there. I do wish in this game, because I'm assuming it's probably going to happen, like these guys are going to end up charging me. Okay, we're done moving, right? I don't know why it's being weird. If we have something like javelins, it'd be nice to be able to like toss them. I don't know why it's being weird, but I guess that's our range. So that green is our range for the javelins, which is quite close. So this kind of thing, it'd be nice if we got charged, we'd have the opportunity to like throw the javelins first, kind of thing, as they come in at us. Same with other ranged units, it'd be nice, especially with ambusher type units. I think would be a nice thing to have. Not necessarily needed, but it'd be really nice. So we do actually get some hits on us. They needed 5s to hit, and they got 3. We do save on a 3 or better. We actually failed 2 of those. That's pretty awful. So one of our guys is actually pretty banged up already, which is unfortunate. So we don't really want to hang around. They're just going to keep shooting me over and over again. But I'm assuming these trolls are just going to rush out like maniacs. How far out? Yeah, you can see, it's kind of hard to see with the snow, but these Wolf Riders can go like all the way out to here, which is pretty crazy. Let's see if we can tempt them out. Like if they want to fight my leader in this unit, like that's fine. See if I can draw them in. But I'm assuming they're probably going to go for the newts. Poor newts. You know, they're set up in a position where they could go for either one. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my cavalry in over here. Gives me some options depending on what they do. Okay. I'm going to try to use their own guys to sort of get in the way of me getting shot at. So I'm just going to move right on up in their face, and we'll just countercharge each other and see who's stronger, Crocolisks with great weapons or trolls. Okay, goblins are blocking the way. Look at that. Alright. Charge the trolls. Okay, they're going to come at us. That's fine, I suppose. We can kind of live with that. It'd be cool if we could also do things like if someone charges through your range, you could take a shot at them. But I guess, you know, you shoot on your turn, so it is what it is. But if you have something short range, it'd be nice. So do I want to charge into the front of the goblin mob? I think we could take them. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for it. We'll just take them on. No other charges I can do, but we could probably get the newts into the flank of the riders there. Shortbow goblins have nothing to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and use my Warcry. That'll help me out doing some damage a bit. Those are turning around, and I can't shoot into combat, even if I'm in a flank or rear, and I think that would be something that'd be kind of cool too. If you could actually shoot into a flank or rear, because you can't at the moment. And they are kind of making adjustments and changing things as things go, but if you have like a free view to the flank or rear of a unit, you'd think it would be safe. I could kind of understand, because this game kind of treats all missile weapons like they're all direct fire and not arc. Like you're not shooting over a unit to hit another unit like, bows often are used. So it doesn't really have that. It's all direct. You need that direct line of sight. And if you're in combat, you can't shoot into it. But in a situation like this, you'd think like there would be an obvious battle line and you could, pepper the guys in the flank or rear. Even if there was kind of a reduction in your accuracy or something, I think that would be nice. That's it for our stuff. So let's see what we can do for damage. So over here, we need 3 or better to hit the trolls. 5 hits. They need 5s to save, so we do take out 1 and hurt another one. They get 5 hits on us. 4 or better to save. We lose 1 of our guys. We do win the fight, but they hold on. Okay. So over here, my leader, maybe do some damage. So these are Goblin Wolf Riders. They're not super strong, but they did charge. So they do have that extra bonus on their power here, just for this turn. 3 hits, very, very nice. Okay, we take out 1 of them with just my leader. They land and get us 4 better. I mean, it's kind of 50% on a lot of the stuff. Part of that, we got the increased skill, so that's going to help a little bit. So we need 3 or better to save. We lose 3 guys. Counterattack, we need 3s to hit. 5 hits is pretty good. They save on a 5. We do win the fight. And they break, so they're done. Up here, Raptors, do some damage for me. Not great. We do take out an entire rank. Their counterattack, only 2 hits. What did they need? 4s. They just had a really bad roll. 3 or better to save. We save everything. We're good to go. And they break as well. Excellent. Although that does mean my cavalry are going to get shot up a bunch. And I didn't get to charge in the flank with my braves. But, what you going to do? I could, to save these guys from getting shot, I could go ahead and charge into one of these guys, because then he can't shoot me. That's not a terrible thing, because replacing cavalry is going to be more of a pain than replacing basic infantry. So I think I'm actually going to do it. I don't normally do that. Let's go for the Wolf Riders in the rear. And that's the only charge I can make, so let's go ahead and do that. Just so I can protect these guys from getting shot. Because the rear hit as well, they're just kind of screwed. So they just turn around, they can't do anything. They could have moved up and shot at me, but they didn't, which is an interesting choice. I don't think I can get you in range, but we'll take a look. And if I want to shoot, I can't hit anything. It's actually a really short distance, so I'm not sure the javelins were worth it. Not many times I'm probably going to get a chance to actually use them. All right, we'll have the warriors move on up as well. Let's actually go back a little bit. All right, so now 3 or better to hit. We get 5 hits, very nice. Oh, they get a lot of saves though, that's too bad. Only 2 hits on me. 3 or better saves, we make all our saves. Kind of a draw, honestly, but they break. Up here, cavalry hitting home, 6 more hits. Just do some damage and they run away, nice. Okay, he's in a position where the short bows are going to shoot. I can't charge, can I? No, we're out of range, out of range, out of range. So I don't know why it's giving me the option. There's nothing for me to charge. Well, I guess... Can I make it to them? I guess maybe I could. Disappointing. Get shot at. Ooh, lots of hits. Give me some saves, please. Okay, one more Crocolisk goes down. Very disappointing. But we're going to be in a position to get revenge very soon. I'm just going to have the cavalry move in, because they're going to hit pretty darn hard from the rear. Then see if I can get in position to actually throw my javelins. I'm not even sure that's close enough. I don't think that's close enough. Nope, it's not close enough. That is such a short range. Alright, the way's kind of blocked. I'm just going to skip my main unit. So he's not going to get a chance to do anything. We're going to charge him from two directions, and he's just screwed. So, yeah, let's charge him from the rear. And let's charge him from the front. And I can almost get a charge there as well. Lizardmen fighting in the snow, you think we'd have a bit of a negative, potentially. I don't think I'm going to need to do anything else. I'm just going to try to speed through the fight here. So we'll just get to our damage rolls. How many of them are there? Like 10? Alright, Crocolisk starting off. Only one hit. That's a bit disappointing. A lot of attacks back. Three or better. Okay, we do take a little bit of damage. Cavalry, come on. Only 4 hits? That was awful. Well, we do win the fight, but still. It was not a very impressive rear charge. But they're surrounded, so they just get wiped. Alright, took a bit more of losses than I would hope to there. Mainly just the Crocolisks getting beat up. We did get a little recovery. Let's take the recovery there. And we'll take cash. Cash. Newt's level up. What do we got? Lethal attacks. Deal 2 times the wounds. That's interesting. But our power sucks, so our chance of doing damage isn't really great. I'm going to take the skill, because that's going to help us defensively and offensively. Because you match skill versus skill to see what your dice roll is going to be to hit somebody. If it's the same, it's a 50% chance, basically. Yeah, we'll take cash. So we have a little bit of money. So we've got event, fight, and then we can maybe buy something. Mercenaries are offering to join your warband in exchange for a cut of your income. Wolf Riders have poor discipline but excel at harassing enemy flanks. So they do reduce my gold income. But otherwise they're free. So I think it's worth taking pretty much always for this. Like 10 or 15% is not that big of a loss. One, it doesn't cost us anything up front. So yeah, as much as I'd like to have an all Lizardman army, we'll take them. An elf patrol, that's going to be rough. Elves are pretty nasty. Do you have a decent amount of terrain here? Okay. Let's put the Newt Braves on the flank. Let's go with... put, like, Crocolisks, Saurian Warriors, who've kind of got these lanes here, essentially. And then I'm going to go with my Raptors and Wolf Riders out wide. They've got a chariot over there. That's unfortunate. Elf Reavers going to cause some problems for me. 3 hits, 4 better to save. We actually make all our saves. Lucky little Newts. Yeah, these guys are doomed. We got the Elf Reavers, so the skirmishing cavalry, and their Elf Lancers over there as well. That's really, really bad for them. Yeah, they're pretty screwed. We might be able to move up and javelin them back if we can get close enough. Otherwise, the situation is not that great. Okay, I want my Crocolisks like heading. Am I getting reduced because I'm going through the woods? Maybe. Try to avoid the woods to get as far over here as I can. To try to get over there to help. And we're out of his charge range, so that's fine. He's in both of our charge range, but only one of us can get to the front. So I think what I'm going to do... you guys... You're new, so you're going to be sacrificial lambs. We're just going to block. So they can just only really charge each other, and that's about it. Okay, cavalry's coming over. That's good, so we're not going to get absolutely reamed here. You can't go through the forest, it just slows you down a lot. My raptors. Let's get over... Okay, that's a bit too far. Let's go like there. And I'm awfully quick. I want to make sure I'm out. Okay, I'm out of the charge. But I don't know if I'll be able to get a flank off there with the angle I'm at once they connect. Maybe. Getting closer does mean that they're going to have a better shot at me, but I want to see if I can actually get up close enough. Okay, we can. 3 are better to hit. I guess we've got a lot of guys, so we had 10. So we needed 3s, 10 hits, and we took out 4 of them. So 4 damage, so I think we got 2? 4 better save. They made 6 out of 10. So that's 4 damage going through, so that should have taken out 2 of the Reavers. I'm not actually sure. I wasn't actually looking at over here. I was kind of looking here real quick at the moment. This is bad. These Lancers are really nasty. We could maybe take a charge with my infantry and then have the Crocolisks come in. I'm going to have to just kind of accept that is what's going to happen, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I can charge you in the flank, which means you can't do jack. You're counter-charging. We're going to intercept. So yeah, you're just stuck. We're hitting you from both directions. You are hitting me. I can actually counter-charge there. Close enough. And they're coming in here as well, so we'll counter-charge that as well. So just tons of charges everywhere. Definitely going to use Warcry here. We want to bring up the Crocolisks to hit the Lancers in the flank, because they are really nasty. Should be in range, I think. Yeah. Okay, and we'll use Warcry, which will just help me across the board doing some damage. Definitely help the Newts. And we're going to start with the Newts. So they charge in. They need 4s. They get 3 hits on me. We save on a 5. We get no saves. 4 better for us to hit. We only get 3 hits. It's pretty terrible. We do take down 1 of the cavalry. We lost by 1. And just barely hold on leadership-wise. But if we can keep them busy, that's okay. Over here, my leader. 3 or better. 2 hits. 1 save. They land hit with 6 hits on us. We need 4 better to save. We get a few. Counterattack, 4 better to hit, but terrible dice rolls, only 3 hits. So it's a draw. Basically lost 3 of our infantry for 1 of their cavalry. It's kind of the way it worked out. Hopefully we'll win this really quick and we can get these guys moving. So the Green Assassins. 6 hits, very nice. Chariots are really dangerous when they charge, and we actually stopped him from charging. So we're actually in pretty good shape here. Do take a little bit of damage. I think he's about dead here. 5 hits. Yeah. Chariot is immediately taken out. If you can stop a chariot from charging, it's going to help you a lot. So yes, charges. Crocolisks. Charge into the flank. We've got nothing else we can do, so that's it. Hopefully that'll help us there against those guys, because they're pretty nasty. And then we have to spin all the way around, and there's a forest in the way, which is going to slow us down if I just go through it. I could try to go around. Is that worth doing? I'm not sure it is. But it stops me from getting in their way, because they only have to turn a little bit to get over. But still, they can't do anything, because we have this flank position taken already. So I'll be weird about it. And just start heading up and around. I'll bring them straight in anyway, because we could maybe angle up and around. Did I get in the woods there? I might have. Just one hit. Hey, we saved. Nice, good job. 5 hits. It's a little better than last time. 3 or better save, though, is pretty bad. We did win, but they held on. We didn't do much damage, so we did like half of a death. All right, leader. 3 hits, very nice. Okay, 2 wounds, so we take down 1 of the cavalry with my leader. 6 hits on us. Give me some saves. Yeah, we saved about half of it. 3 hits. They saved everything. That's unfortunate. Crocolisk, save me. 3 hits. That's terrible, guys. Come on. But they didn't save any. So we did end up killing off 3 of the cavalry. And they break. Nice. So I think, yeah, we'll just have the Crocolisks will move over, but there's no charges I can do. So Crocolisks, let's just move in a position to attack those Reavers. Even with the forest, I think we'll have the movement to get through next time, probably. I'm just going to move you out of the way. These guys got really wrecked. We should be fine here. Newt's actually getting into combat for once. Just run across here to assist, and Raptors will come around. I think it really matters. We are pretty quick, but it's a lot of ground to cover. 3 hits on us this time. 1 save. 6 hits, not bad. But they save pretty effectively. We did wipe them out, though. Good, 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 good. Newts did okay. They were only fighting skirmisher, but they were skirmisher cavalry, so I think they did an okay job. Alright, I think we need some more warriors back. Crocolisk leveled up, very nice. Extra health. Yeah, let's take the extra health. Makes them really nasty. So they already have the 5 defense and then extra wounds. Very cool. We're at full strength, so money. Newts, do we want to replace? Yeah, I guess so. Wolf Riders, we're at full strength, so take that. Raptor Riders leveled up, nice. Lethal attacks, 2 times the wounds. For these guys, that's pretty good. I would like the skill to go up, though, as well. Yeah, so we could effectively do each wound instead does 2. So against multi-health targets like other cavalry or monsters, doing way more damage. I think that's definitely worth it. Okay, we have some money. We have an opportunity to maybe buy something. What do we have? A Raptor Rider Retinue. That's interesting. Very interesting. The Raptor Riders aren't bad. They're not fantastic, but they're not bad. So my leader would be with them, and he'd be on a Raptor as well. Interesting. We could also get an additional attack. I just have enough. I could actually do both. Give my leader additional attack and give him a retinue. We keep the other retinue. They just become regular unit. Short bows on the goblins. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, I guess. It's tempting, like, if we had the money, I might be tempted by the Newt Priest just to see what their magic is, but most of the magic is pretty similar in this. So we'll take the retinue, and we'll take Relentless. So now, if we want to look, so my warlord is now in the Raptor Riders here, but they're basic guys. The problem is if they charge into something and then break. That would be kind of the issue. So I think that's fine. We've got a really cavalry-heavy army here, but we've also got, like, the Hercules are actually pretty fast. The Saurian warriors have only got 8 of you guys, so I'm gonna just double you up like that before we get into a fight. We'll do some recovery. All right, my warlord, level up. Extra health or increased skill. Skill's pretty good. I think we'll go health. I'm assuming these are these the one I had before, or yeah, these are the new ones. Okay, take the XP. Rockalisks. Newts are at full strength. Wolf Riders, like everybody's full strength. At least we get them leveled up. Their discipline's terrible, so giving them more discipline might be good. We could also just kind of go with gold. Interesting that this is quite a bit better. Probably just goblin specific because it does say goblin greed. Yeah, that's tempting though. The money is quite good, especially considering they take a cut of all the money we find. So them helping us find more money. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, my warriors, let's level them up instead of getting them to full, I think. See if we can get something cool. Max unit size is good. Yeah, let's do that. So we can eventually get them up to 19. And then my other Raptor Riders will get the XP, but we're not there yet for level. On to the final fight here of the first half. Drazgog. Okay, we're on some kind of horrible nightmare volcano. We do have this interesting gap here to cover. I wonder if much is going to be out there. There's an odd impassable unit or spot there. I'm kind of tempted to just put the Crocalisks on the flank, but I think what I'm going to do instead is we're going to keep using the Newts as sort of expendable flank coverers, if that's a word. Over here, do we have space? I don't have space to do anything there. Oh, I should have changed the width of the warriors. Once we're in here now, I can't, which is unfortunate. That's something I wish you could do in this screen as well, would be to change the, like, how wide you have your units and deep. That would be a nice thing. Yeah, we've got a lot of cavalry. I think what we're going to do, we're just going to go nuts with cavalry with my leader. We'll go Crocalisks, my other Raptor Riders. We'll anchor with the Saurians here on this side. They could move down this gap, and I can't really. So I'm going to have the Wolf Riders back. I can't change the facing to have them angle that way, but the goal is probably going to be to have them head this way if we need to cover this gap. They might not send anything there. It depends. There are trolls out there. Okay, we could kind of just ignore them until they come like way down. So, over here there is a giant. Okay, that might be an issue for my Newt Braves. That's really something like these guys should do because they have the ability to do double damage. War Chief with Orc Warriors. There's Orc Brutes, who just have great weapons, heavy armor, some goblins, Orc Brutes. Okay. Unfortunately, they're going to be pretty good at killing big units because of the great weapons. We could throw the warriors on them and try to just eat the mobs and then go for them. I could also just kind of leave and the giant's just kind of out of position to do much of anything. Because I'd kind of like these guys to go deal with the giant if possible. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's do this. He's going to be pretty quick, though. So we'll have to be careful as I move out about his charging through the lava and stuff. let's bring the warriors on up. Crocolisks versus goblins seems kind of not nice, but we might do that. Poor goblins. Let's see. Should look and see. Yeah, so I can get them in, but they can't countercharge me, and I could kind of do the same. As long as we move about that line, I can charge them, and they can't countercharge me. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's a little scary. He can actually charge me at the start of the turn. That's unfortunate. I thought I'd have the movement to be able to get away, and he wouldn't actually be able to reach me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come on out here to try to help with that giant. Trolls are pretty quick. I'm leaving his leader here free, which isn't necessarily the greatest idea either. Wolf Riders, let's sort of run away in a terrified manner, as goblins do. Just kind of refusing to fight over here, essentially, is what I'm doing. Yeah, unfortunately we got that charge coming in. Okay, let's go ahead, hit them. And then we could have my leader go up against his and just ignore them, because they are just basic warriors. Yeah, let's do that, instead of fighting the guys with the big weapons. I don't have any other charges I can do, so we'll take that. Next turn, because he's here, I can probably charge him with the raptors, even from here into the flank. That's fine, we'll just kind of fight there. It's alright. Not that it matters too much, but I'm just going to make sure I can get in here so we can eat the giant, because he's probably going to just wreck these braves. Do have you free? We could probably get a good flank on you. I'm going to keep them occupied with my Saurian warriors. Yeah, I'm blocking them so they can't really do anything. Okay, he's going Warcry. I will also do Warcry then. What do you think of that? Trolls coming around, that is a problem. You're facing kind of a bad way here, so I'm going to move way up in a position where you can't charge me, but I can charge you on the flank. So we'll just stop them from doing anything. This is going to hurt. Oh, or not. He totally whiffed it. So I roll a 6. We do get 3 attacks back. 3 or better, we land 2 hits. Probably, yeah, he saves on a 2 or better. So we still lose the fight. Ah, we failed immediately. If I'm still on the board, we can rally. Alright, Crocolisks. 5 hits. They need 6 hits to save. They actually rolled 2, which is bonkers. 8 hits on me. 3 or better to save. We do take a little bit of damage. And they break immediately, so much for the goblins. This is a bit more important. So my leader versus your leader. So you've got Flame Tongue, +1 power. So we're pretty evenly matched. I do have better skill, better defense, and I've got more wounds. 3 or better to hit. We get 3 hits. Gets a save, and he's got to reroll it, so we immediately kill him. Excellent. 1 hit back on me. I get a 4 or better save. Got it. Cavalry. 7 hits. They need 5 plus to save. They do a bunch of damage. 8 hits on us. They rolled really well there. 4 better saves, so we lose a couple. We do win the fight, but that was a bit rough, and they break. Excellent. Okay, before you do anything, charge them in the flank. Countercharge there. Oh, I'm getting stuck. He got the trolls out just far enough to hit my guys in the flank, so we're just stuck and can't do anything. That's really unfortunate. We could hit the guys that broke, but instead we're going to just wheel around so we can fight these other guys. So that's too bad. The trolls are going to land good hits on our Saurian warriors there. So that's it for charges. Make sure it was being weird about the charges. Okay. Rally. Okay, we rallied them so we can spin them around. Crocolisks. I'd ideally like you fighting the trolls, but I can't really get you in position. So we're going to come in behind the brutes. And my warlord. Yeah, let's go to the rear. We'll just come around to hit these guys in the rear. Let's go a little further. I think that's going to be enough. We can get a rear charge in. Alright, giant. Actually got 3 hits on us. 5 are better to save. Get a little bit of damage. We do double damage here, so if we can land some hits, he'll die super quick. Yeah, instantly slaughtered. This is going to be a bit rough, though. 4 hits, though, not too bad. 5 are better saves. Need 3s, so we get 5 hits. Made all the saves. Oh, that's bad. Hopefully we don't break here. But we might. We made those saves. We lost by 4. Yeah, they're probably going to break. 6 or lower. Hey, actually, hold on. Look at that. Over here, I'm not sure how effective you guys are going to be, even though it is a flank charge. Only 3 hits. That's terrible. Counterattack, they do actually hit me. And take some damage. Still 1. They hold on. Okay. Rear charge there. Rear charge there. No other charges. So if we can eat them, the trolls are still a problem. But we'll start heading in to deal with that problem. Okay, that's a lot of hits. Not a lot of saves. Unfortunate. Alright, do some damage, please. 5 hits. Okay, that's alright. We take out a couple. Trolls. They're just going to eat this unit, probably. Oh, we got 3 out of 4 saves. That's pretty good. Crocolisks. Save us. 7 hits. Very good. Nice. Win the fight overall. Do hold on. So they do stay in the fight. Alright, my leader. Couple hits. Couple out immediately. Cavalry, 5 hits. Save all but 1. 5 hits back. We need 5s to save. Now we save a couple. And then the other Raptor Riders, only 2 hits. 2 saves. Terrible. We barely won that fight, even with a rear charge. And they hold. Yeah, it's unfortunate they're holding on just barely in those positions. Like, these guys are pretty much doomed. They're pretty much doomed. But the trolls are a problem for sure. I don't have... Well, I could actually charge. I don't think I need to. We already have this pretty much taken care of. So yeah, I'm going to skip that, because I want them moving on to maybe go after the trolls. Although I don't think the fight's going to last that long. Just gonna run towards my guys engaged in combat as fast as possible. Three hits. Their last three guys, and they all hit. We get one save. One hit back. Take out one. Holy crap, we saved everything. So my unit doesn't get wiped out. 5 hits. Okay, just barely wipe that unit out. And the trolls break. And here we should have something kind of similar. Leader takes out 3 before anything else happens. Goblins get 3 hits. That finishes them off. 3 counterattack hits. Give me some saves. We saved 1. Yeah, the goblins aren't really designed for staying in a fight. So we did take a lot of losses with them. But they're mainly flankers. They're not really designed to be fighting stuff up front. But we got through. Got some models back. Okay, so this is my retinue. Gains regeneration. Restore lost wounds at end of turn. That's interesting. We do only have 2 wounds, so it's not going to save that much. I think having the skill is actually better. Yeah, give me the skill. Then we're down 1. Let's just take the cash. Crocolisk's cash. Newts. Lethal or move and ignore difficult terrain. I think I'll take that, just to make them even more skirmisher than they are already. They're already basically skirmishing, so we'll take that. Goblin Wolf Riders, I'm going to take the money. Warriors will take some replenishment, and the Raptor Riders will take money. So I have money for when we go into the next. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end it there. That's the first act done. So we'll head into Act 2 next. Yeah, just want to check. I think all the maps, there's always a rest spot right before the final boss. So I always kind of want to go that way. So we'll head somewhere probably up that way and hit multiple rest stops. But yeah, the army's looking fairly good. My warriors got really beat up. We have a lot of units that are down a little bit, but not too bad. Wolf Riders will just try to keep safe temporarily. Keep buffing up my leader and his retinue, and we'll be in good shape, I think. All right, this has been more of SOVL, this time playing as the Lizardmen equivalent, the Reptilian Kingdoms. I've been DisturbingPuppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.